Have you ever heard that joke that some comedians always say? This is going back a while, but if you are ever in an accident and your mother realizes you're in an accident, she wants to make sure you have on clean underwear. Well, what if having clean underwear, or new underwear for that matter, was the reason you lost a relationship, that your partner broke up with you? Well, that's a new thing that's being talked about now. By the way, I'm using a different microphone for this episode because long story short, when I do podcasting for the full-time networks that I work for, there's always microphones we recommend that they get. And this is the most affordable of all the options that we give. The Logitech H390 headset. And I love the way this sounds. And I've had a number of people that we've had on, and Amazon just had it on a good sale. They had it like 40% off, so I just like, well, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. $21, this microphone. Pretty good stuff. So I'm using today for this episode. Who knows, I might use it a little bit more because it's kind of my lazy way of just dropping in the microphone and getting the recordings done. So many to do for this Depraved and Debaucherous show to entertain all you folks on a regular basis. So, a story comes up about finding this weird item around the house is a major sign your partner is cheating. So, the item could be if you find new underwear or tags and packaging for them. It might mean they're cheating. And this person at yourtango.com actually asks, why would new underwear be a sign that your partner may be cheating? And they give 5 reasons. Number 1, they're doing things differently. Now, we have different buying habits, purchasing the same socks, underwear, t-shirts, and toothpaste year after year. Well, see, if you're worrying about tags, you're wearing new underwear, this is where you go ahead and buy from Amazon. Because actually, when I've bought socks, underwear, shoes in some cases, I buy it all on Amazon. I don't even bother going to the store. Like, I would go to Walmart or Target and go grab it, but I don't even do it anymore. It's just cheaper and a little more convenient just to go ahead and buy that and bring it home. I do that all the time. Boxers, I do that too. But now, to find proof that our partner has done something unusual or bought something unusual, it can give us pause. And if you find the tag or packaging and you haven't seen the underwear, for whom are they wearing it and what they might be hiding it? Number 2, they are trying to be more appealing. So, did you both make an effort when your relationship began to stay well, groomed with new sexy underwear and proper body hair management? Have things changed as you settled into your relationship, and are you both now wearing comfy underwear that isn't in the least a bit sexy? And you do not really care because you assume your person doesn't care either. So, could the purchase of new underwear indicate your partner is seeking to make themselves attractive to someone else as much as they did with you? You're right. If you see, and that's the other thing where they talk about with the relationships, if you see your partner who used to put a really concerted effort in that honeymoon phase to look better, and I think that's what the idea of this story is, that they try to make a concerted effort to really look good for themselves, be in a great shape, groom themselves, put themselves together, but then, there's that complacency. You just kind of get lazy in the relationship, and you just get comfortable with each other. But when somebody's actually making that extra effort again to do that, it's not because of the reinvigoration of the relationship. There's that suspicion that it could be because of somebody else that they're trying to impress. At number 3, they say they seem to be feeling sexier. Their sexual desires have been awakened in a big way. Many people who are unfaithful probably don't have thrilling sex lives at home. And if another person feels like they're being a sexual being again, then all sorts of feel-good chemicals are flowing through their veins and they feel alive. And that might make them want to enhance those feelings by upgrading their plumage. And underwear might be one of those ideas. That's what this writer's saying. And how about gifts from an unknown admirer? Number 4 of these 5 steps. Now, this writer explains that her affair partner had been married for 20 years and settled into a rotation of simple gray boxers. And then, all of a sudden, she bought him new boxers, ones that had all different designs on them. While he wore them, it made me love him more, knowing that he was wearing something that I'd given him that I wanted to wear. So, could that be the same thing going if somebody else is buying? Who's buying the other person underwear? If that's going on, there's a cheating phase going on here. Let's just make sure of that. Number 5, wanting to keep their belongings separate. So, if they have their home life, their comfortable routines, marriage, work, finances, family, this has been their life for years and they take comfort in it. But then they have their affair, surreptitious meetings with their affair partner, sneaked texts and phone calls, crazy sex in all sorts of places, the feel of being alive again. It's this thing where it's the slippery slope. You start investigating, saying, okay, what's going on here? What am I missing? Why are things changing? Why is my partner changing? It could be as simple as new underwear, this writer says. New underwear. I'm fascinated by this. I don't know about you, but hey, if they are wearing new underwear, then maybe they're getting a little bit more depraved and debaucherous.